Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna go over the top 5 most surprising bikers that went on to rat on their club. So if you're ready to peel out your Harleys and get them revved up for some juicy outlaw drama, then let's get rolling. Number 5 is actually gonna be Crash collecting $1 million. This one's gonna go back all the way to the 1990s. Back in '94 there were 2 rival gangs in New York City, the Satan's Crew and the Black Rockers. Tensions between the 2 clubs were at an all-time high, and violence seemed imminent. The 2 groups had been feuding over territory for years, and it looked like things were going to get real ugly real soon. That was until the police offered the Satan's Crew a deal that they couldn't refuse. They offered Crash and several other members of the gang reduced sentences in exchange for information about their fellow club members. Crash ended up testifying against 6 of his fellow club members. During the trial, he told the jury that he was present during several shootings and even identified the shooters. He also testified about the inner workings of the gang, including their drug trafficking and money laundering operations. As a result of Crash's testimony, all 6 defendants were convicted and sentenced to lengthy prison terms. The police were able to dismantle the gang and put its members behind bars where they belonged. But not everyone was happy about this turn of events. Many people in the community felt that Crash and the other snitches had betrayed the trust of their fellow gang members and brought shame upon themselves and their families. However, the law is the law, and there is no place for vigilantism or mob justice in a civilized society. Number 4 is going to be Jack and the Mad Hatters. Jack was a full-patched member of the Mad Hatters Motorcycle Club when he decided to spill the beans on his fellow club members. His decision to rat on his own kind came as a shock to everyone in the club and left them feeling betrayed and vulnerable. When asked why he decided to become a state's witness, Jack said that he was tired of living in fear and wanted to protect his family from the dangerous lifestyle of an outlaw motorcycle club. He claimed that he was fed up with the constant threat of violence and wanted to make an honest living. While some people may have initially judged Jack for his decision to rat on his own club, his bravery and willingness to face the truth should be commended. By speaking out against his fellow club members, he helped to bring an end to their reign of terror and protect innocent people from their harmful activities. Number 3 is going to be the Whole Mongols MC. In 2005, the Mongols Motorcycle Club became infamous when a number of its members were arrested and charged with racketeering and drug trafficking. What followed was one of the largest and most complex prosecutions of an outlaw motorcycle gang in history. A lot of Mongols higher UPS were arrested and sent to jail. Now, while they were in prison, the feds offered them a pretty sweet deal. The deal was if they gave up the goods, aka information on other Mongols members and their illegal activities, then they would get a reduced sentence. And well, let's just say that they took the deal. Once the higher UPS got out of jail, they wasted no time in getting back to what they did best, running illegal activities and making lots of money. Some believe that these Mongol rats were only pretending to cooperate with the feds so they could get a reduced sentence. Others think that they were genuinely remorseful for their past actions and wanted to make amends by helping the government take down their old club. Whatever the case may be, these Mongols rats definitely played a significant role in shaping the future of the club. With the loss of so many key members, the Mongols were left weakened and fractured, making it easier for law enforcement to dismantle their criminal enterprise. Number 2, we're going to go to the Vagabonds. There was a full-patched member of the Vagabonds named Sammy the Bull. Sammy was a big fish in the club. He was a sergeant at arms, which meant he was responsible for enforcing club rules and collecting dues. He also had a reputation for being a violent and intimidating presence at club functions. However, despite his tough guy image, Sammy was ultimately a coward at heart. When he was arrested and charged with a crime, he didn't have the guts to stand trial and defend himself. Instead, he decided to rat on his fellow club members and spill their secrets to the authorities. After Sammy's arrest, the Vagabonds became suspicious of his wife, who had been seen talking to the cops. They confronted her, and she admitted that she had been approached by the FBI and offered a plea bargain. She refused, saying that she didn't have anything to offer them. But unbeknownst to her, Sammy had already spilled the beans on her and the club. When the feds searched the clubhouse, they found incriminating evidence that linked the Vagabonds to a series of crimes. The club was subsequently shut down and its members scattered, leaving Sammy the Bull to live out the remainder of his days in prison. Number 1 is going to be the Hells Angels. One of the most notorious bikers to ever rat on his club was a man known only as Mr. X. He was a high-ranking member of the Hells Angels, one of the most feared outlaw motorcycle clubs in the world. But as the saying goes, there are no honor among thieves. And in the cutthroat world of organized crime, loyalty is often the first casualty. Mr. X's decision to rat on his fellow Hells Angels came as a shock to the club and sent shockwaves through the criminal underworld. When he was arrested and charged with a crime, he had the option to keep quiet and let his fellow club members take the fall, or he could confess everything he knew and reduce his sentence. In the end, he chose the latter. And in doing so, he betrayed the trust of his brothers in arms and brought shame upon himself and his family. Despite the risk to his own safety, Mr. X bravely testified against his fellow Hells Angels, providing prosecutors with the information they needed to secure a conviction. His decision to come clean likely saved countless lives and put an end to the club's reign of terror. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed this one, stay tuned for more. We'll catch you guys next time.